How do rich people do car insurance? Do they turn to Flo or the Gecko for insurance on their Bugatti Divo or Rolls-Royce Sweptail? Or do they need something completely different? And more importantly, is there anything the rest of us can learn about how to do insurance right from the way rich people do it? The cheapest auto insurance policies cover the actual cash value of the car. That means that the insurance companies reimburses you for what the car is worth after depreciation and wear and tear. The wealthy aren't satisfied with that. If they are insuring a standard car, they will insure it for replacement value, which will be higher than actual cash value. But if they are insuring their Maybach or their Bugatti, it's harder to know what the car is worth. Not enough of them are bought and sold in a year to make the market clear. And if the cars are limited edition or customized, replacement value could be even harder to determine because they literally can't be replaced. In these circumstances, the wealthy opt to insure their automobiles for agreed value. That means the value is predetermined when the policy is written. Speaking of high-end, exotic, or collectible cars, rich people often insure their cars through specialty insurers rather than mainstream companies. Mainstream insurance companies may be huge, but they don't optimize their risk models for cars that have a high repair or replacement costs, unpredictable depreciation, uncertain valuation schedules, and limited drive time. They also aren't likely to provide services that the rich might demand, like concierge-level service and repair guarantees. The most common specialty insurers include Chubb, Haggerty, or Pure. Most of us haven't even heard of these names before, but that's kind of my point. The best insurance company for you may not be the ones that are advertising during the Super Bowl. Finding the right insurance company might mean finding a company that doesn't have a household name. The rich never have only one car, so it's not unusual for them to buy fleet insurance. Instead of insuring every car with its own policy, fleet insurance covers all of their vehicles under one umbrella policy. It makes sense. If you have 10 cars, you can't drive all 10 of them as much as the average person drives their one car. And the rich may not have all of their cars in one place either. Mainstream insurance carriers may be able to cover cars in more than one state, but they are definitely not equipped to insure cars in Paris, Monaco, London, and Aspen. I suppose rich people could have different insurance policies for every country, but rich people don't like to make things harder than they need to be. In fact, they pay to make things easier, so they look for companies that can cover them worldwide. Each state sets its own minimum liability coverage requirements. You may have seen it represented like this: 25, 50, 25. This says how much liability insurance you are required to carry in order to drive in the state. The first number is the bodily injury liability per person. The second is the bodily injury liability per accident. And the last number is the property damage liability per accident. 25, 50, 25 means that you are protected for $25,000 in per person bodily injury liability, $50,000 per accident bodily injury liability, and $25,000 per property damage liability. But wealthy people aren't satisfied with minimum coverage. Liability insurance protects you and your assets when you cause an accident. Wealthy people are much more likely to be sued because they have a lot of assets. There's no point in suing someone with no money. So the rich make sure that they have liability insurance to cover their assets. A standard insurance policy might be 100, 300, 100, but the wealthy people might push that to 500, 500, and 500. They understand that spending a little more on premiums is well worth the protection. They don't leave the overall cost of accidents to chance either. The rich often sign up for a separate umbrella policy to provide extra liability coverage. These policies often start at $1 million and can go up to $10 million or more. When you have a lot of assets, you never want to risk losing them if you are ever sued for causing an accident. You may not need $10 million in umbrella coverage, but you want to make sure that your protection lines up with the assets that you do have. The rich are also willing to pay for concierge-level service. They use their money to make their life easier. The white glove service might include pickup and delivery for repairs, access to OEM parts and luxury repair centers, and rental coverage for luxury cars while theirs are being repaired. All insurance companies offer different services and coverage. If you buy insurance like a rich person, you're deciding which of those services would be worth paying extra for in your life. In one sense, the rich and the rest of us probably should think of car insurance the exact same way. We want to concentrate on adequately insuring us against the risks that could be financially ruinous. That means making sure that we have the right insurance. Even the rich shop on price once they know that they have the coverage that they need. No one wants to overspend. Consequently, the last thing that the wealthy do when they shop for auto insurance is have someone else help them. Experts can navigate the confusing world of insurance, identify discounts, and find the ideal insurance carrier for your situation. The good news is that we can all get that kind of expert assistance, and the key is an independent insurance agent. An independent insurance agent doesn't sell a single brand of insurance. They have relationships with several different brands, so they can find the best coverage at the lowest price. In short, they work for you, not the insurance company. If you would like to find an independent insurance agent, go to the Yukon Project. It takes only a couple of minutes to sign up. We will have an agent that specializes in your state contact you. They have a relationship with almost 200 different carriers across the country. So there's a great chance that you could get the best coverage for the lowest possible price. If they can't help you do that, there's no obligation to use them. Best of all, the process is free. If you want to insure your motor vehicles like a rich person does, here are the things that you can do. Make sure you have adequate liability coverage. Don't insure your car for cash value. Use replacement value. Don't get sucked into believing TV advertising. The best insurance company for you may not be a household brand. As long as it's a strong company with a good reputation, it's okay that it doesn't have a mascot. And finally, use experts to make sure you're getting what you need at the lowest possible price. If you found this information interesting, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us out, and we really appreciate it. Thanks for watching.